Hello Python programmers, this is Eki. In this video we are going to create an underrated non-CSS web application that will do the process of URL shortening. So many people are using the URL shortener for compressing the large links they have. For compressing the links, they are using some popular website or web applications like bitly.com or etc. So we are going to create one website that will do the process of URL shortening. For creating the website in Python, we are using the Flask framework and some bit of basic HTML tags. These two things are enough to build an underrated URL shortener application. In Python, there are two popular frameworks are available that are Django and Flask. The Flask is a basic and powerful one in the beginner perspective. If you want to add more complexity to your project, then you have to go to Django. Now coming back to this project is completely a beginner based project. If you are a starter of creating web applications using Flask, then this video is 100% and useful one. In this video, I covered all the basics regarding Flask. Follow this video fully to understand all the concepts. Before starting this video, do like, share, comment and subscribe. These things will motivate me to produce more good content in Python programming. Let's start this video. Before that, this video is sponsored by the Flowcode software. Flowcode is a graphical programming IDE that allows you to develop highly functional electrical, electronic and electromechanical systems for microcontrollers and Windows PCs and tablets also. You know one thing, this is 100% non-programmer friendly. Those with little or no programming experience can use the Flowcode without any barriers. In a matter of minutes, beginner can start to develop electronic systems using this software. And they provide a special discount for our subscribers. If you apply the coupon code AKPy20, you can save 20% of money. If you are in need of any microcontroller softwares, then check out this software. It is definitely a useful one for you. The product purchase is very simple. Just open the link in the description and create your own Flowcode account and click the button Buy Flowcode. And if you are a new user of Flowcode software, click the option New User. And then choose your requirements. After choosing the requirements, click Add to Basket. Next, apply our coupon code AKPy20 to get 20% offer on this software. And this is the only way to purchase this software, and they are offering the free trial pack for 30 days. You can try this trial version before purchasing the actual product. Okay, the Flowcode software link in the description, so check out the Flowcode software. First, you need to install the dependencies for this project. There are two things we need to install. The first one is the Flask framework and the PyShorteners. Flask is used for initiating the localhost server, and the PyShortener is used to compress the URL that we are given as inputs. So open your CMD and type pip install Flask, and after installing it, type pip install PyShorteners to install the library. So after installing all the libraries, open your IDE and import the Flask library and then the PyShorteners library. Next, create a variable called an app, and in this variable you have to pass the constructor name. After that, type @app.root. So this is called as app routing. In Flask framework, app routing is used to map the specific URL with the associated function that is intended to perform some task. It is used to access some particular page that is present in our website. So simply for creating the pages on your website, you have to call the functions under the command. In this video, I am going to create only one web page, so I create one function. If you want multiple pages, then you need to create more app.root statements and more functions. Okay. Now declare a function called as home, and in this function, you need to render the template called as home.html. Now I have the HTML file. We need to write some code on this file. First of all, our website needs some title. So create a title tag and pass the website title that you want. Next, create a body tag, and in this tag we are going to create the contents for our website. Now declare a heading tag, and here type the title of your content. Here I just type the underrated URL shortener. Next, create a form for taking the inputs from the user. There are two inputs we need. The first one is for typing the website name, and second one is for performing the submit operation. You can notice one thing in the form tag, that is method parameter. In the method parameter, you need to pass the get operation. So the get operation is basically for sending the inputs to the server, and the server returns back the response to the inputs. It is one of the HTTP methods. So we will see more about the HTTP methods on the Flask framework. Next, create an input type tag. We are passing the input type as a text data, and the placeholder is like enter your URL. Next one is the submit option. Declare another input type and pass the data type as a submit. So we finished the HTML part. Now come to the Python script. In the function home, now you can call the return render template. Inside this object, pass the parameter home.html. So this shows the HTML template in your browser. Now we have to write the logic of the URL shortener on the Python script. In the function, declare a condition like if the request is in the get form, then it will take the value from the attribute name in the HTML template. Name is the text data that the user will given as an input, and that input will be stored in the variable URL, and then we take this URL data into the PyShorteners, and the PyShortener is used to compress the URL. So this is the logic of this program. And finally, return the shorter variable to display the output in the web page. So that's all about the code, and let's run this program. So you can see that our website works well, and that's all about this video. So if you want to ask any doubts about the projects or YouTube video tutorials, then contact me on Twitter. I will clarify your doubts. Thanks for watching, and thank you. See you on next video.